Welcome back to the Marble Sphere Championship. Today, we continue the Spring Tournament 2026 with our second track, the Eiffel Tower. This track is inspired by France's famous landmark, so France is really fired up for this race. France might finish in the top 10 today, so let's wait and see how it ends. Spain started in the middle of the pack, so they are struggling a bit on the first lap to gain a good position. Nice! Spain clears the vortex hole without interference from other marbles, but their position is not improving much. While we're talking about Spain, Spain finished 27th in the previous race, between the Philippines and Mexico, so Spain has to be extra careful not to slip even further in this race. We can also see the United States staying close, so we assume Spain is around 25th place right now. On the first lap, the marbles are very close to each other, so overtaking is quite easy, but losing your position is just as easy. Bigger action might happen on the next lap as the marbles begin lap 2. Now let's take a look at the race standings. So far, Bahrain, Sweden, and Portugal are leading. What a great news for Portugal fans. If you remember from our previous race, Portugal finished second. If Portugal keeps this position, they could move ahead of their rivals and become the tournament leader. Oh, we see Argentina and North Korea still stuck in the vortex hole section from the last lap. That means both marbles have been disqualified. Don't worry, this is only the second race out of 12, so there's still plenty of time to fight for the podium. Portugal takes too long in the vortex hole section, and it costs them their third position. Now Sweden moves up to third, while Bahrain and Mexico become the leader and runner-up. The marbles are now approaching the final booster. Portugal takes advantage of the second booster and regains positions. Will Portugal challenge for runner-up or even the lead in lap 3? Portugal regains third place, but don't forget Uruguay is right behind them. However, before challenging Portugal, Uruguay must deal with Sweden first. Bad news for our former race leader, Bahrain. Bahrain gets stuck at the first booster before the vortex hole. Even though it's only for a moment, they now have to battle Uruguay and Sweden to stay on the podium. Uruguay and Sweden continue trading positions, while Bahrain miraculously climbs back into third. Mexico is now the race leader, and Portugal holds steady in second place. But trouble is starting for Uruguay. The marbles behind are catching up quickly. Maybe Uruguay spent too much time battling Sweden. After the second booster, Uruguay drops down to 8th, while Sweden holds 5th. Now Vietnam takes Uruguay's position before lap 4 even begins. Even though Uruguay drops, they are still in the top 10. Meanwhile, Japan is struggling to break into the top 10. Let's focus on Japan this lap. Their nearby rival happens to be their neighbor, China. There aren't many corners before the first booster, so Japan is playing it safe for now. Oh, the Philippines get stuck in the vortex hole. It seems Egypt gives Japan a little push to help them escape. That might be the boost Japan needed. Without that help, Japan might have fallen to 30th place. However, Japan still drops positions despite the assistance. Now Japan must battle Norway, South Korea, and the United States just to reach 20th place. The same goes for Spain. Japan also finished near the back in the previous race. Placing between Cambodia and Russia in 33rd, Japan hopes to finish in a better position in this race. After the final booster, Japan moves into 20th. Correction, 21st, near the end of the lap after Paraguay overtakes them. After witnessing the battle at the back, let's update the podium. Not much has changed since lap 2. Portugal, Bahrain, and Sweden are still dominating. Looking at their previous results, Bahrain finished 25th and Sweden finished 17th in the last race. Both had disappointing results, but now they are holding podium positions. If they maintain this, they could climb significantly in the tournament standings. Wait a minute, for marbles are stuck in the vortex hole. We see North Korea, Russia, Switzerland, and South Africa stuck. Fortunately, Germany helps push South Africa out, and they continue the race while the other three remain uncertain. Our top three are approaching the second booster, while marbles like France and India are finally escaping the vortex hole. Hold on! France is almost in last place at the Eiffel Tower. That's a tough moment for the home crowd. The final lap is here on our second track. The top three participants remain the same as the previous lap, so let's check on our 7th place marble, Indonesia. 7th place is already solid points, but keeping it will be a challenge. Oh no, Indonesia loses position at the first booster. It looks like an unfortunate incident between Indonesia and Japan. As Indonesia was about to exit the vortex hole, Japan bumped into them, causing Indonesia to fail the exit. That mistake costs Indonesia several positions. Indonesia drops to 15th, and we're already 60% through the final lap. Can Indonesia recover before the race ends? As we near the end of the race, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any updates from the tournament. After taking the final booster, the winner has already been decided, but Indonesia's fight continues. In the end, Indonesia might finish 13th on this track. Congratulations to all marbles that crossed the finish line. And for the marbles that were disqualified, don't worry, there is always another chance. Let's take a look at the race result. Like, share, and subscribe for more marble racing simulations.